Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your urgent message from your spirit guides. To do this reading, you will be picking between one of these judgment cards on top of each deck, or using your crystals, which I will introduce you in a moment. But if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you wish for spirit to pick your pile today, that is also an option, and you will find the timestamp for that down in the description box. Otherwise, let me show you up close each pile. For pile number 1, this is your judgment card, and this is your crystal, your green aventurine. For pile number 2, let me just place this one here. This is your judgment card, and your crystal is the beautiful blue apatite. And for pile number 3, this is your judgment card. Oh, you know what? This crystal would have been perfect here. May I kindly change it, please? If you guys don't mind. Hold on. This is the first time I'm going to do this on camera, but I mean, it's just so synchronistic. It would be a shame. Hold on. Let me place a crystal for this one, and I'll be back. So again, pile number 2. This is your judgment card, and your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. And for pile number 3, this is your judgment card, and you've got the blue apatite. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the messages you're ready and meant to hear in today's reading. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your reading. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you would like to try out today, or prefer to pick your pile with today, please stick around. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, you are in the right place at the right time. So I'll be shuffling your zodiac signs and drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Let's get straight into it and see what we get. Right. Are these 4 in my hands? I think they're 5. Yep. There we go. So 4 signs for pile 1, 4 signs for pile number 2, and 4 signs for pile number 3. Right, let's see what we've got. For pile 1, the signs are Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, as well as Gemini. The signs for pile number 2 are Leo, Pisces, Virgo, as well as Capricorn. Signs for pile number 3 are Libra, Cancer, Aries, as well as Sagittarius. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the three. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions to make it easier for you to find your pile. And enjoy your pick a pile process. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, which will take you on your timestamps, which will take you straight to your reading. And please note the final part of the introduction, this upcoming next part, is all about spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile today, welcome. This section has been created specifically for you, so you can do just that. I assign a different tarot card to each pile every day. The Magician pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. I shuffle them around until one of them grabs my attention, which it usually does. And I know it is your chosen pile. There we go. That's better. So, your chosen pile today is pile number 1. Right. So, my dear soul family, I hope you've enjoyed the different pick-a-pile process and they helped you find the right pile for you. And once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at urgent messages from your spirit guides. As always, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys because you guys always ask me about them. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. I'll just take them. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first. You've got Capricorn, with the CEOOOOOO. So the keywords here are driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, and of course, ruler of the 10th house. You've got Mars in Leo with egotism. Powerful energy so far. You've got insomnia. Are you working so hard that you're not sleeping? Just like a first impression. Right. Toss and turn, or maybe something is keeping you up at night. Maybe you're worried about something regarding your house or money or power or something like that. You've got Mercury in Gemini with excitement. Nice. You've got Mercury again in Pisces with inspiration. Mercury. There's a lot of communication here. You've got Mercury again in Aries with restlessness. Right. And you've got communication. Can you believe this? What? I mean, this is definitely saying there'll be some form of communication or go out and express yourself. We'll find out in a moment as we take a look at your tarot cards, which will absolutely complete your message. Right. I'll just take that section right there that was revealed. So, you've got the Queen of Wands. Speak about communication. Wow. Page of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The World card. I have a feeling you're carrying the world on your shoulders, or you've got a lot of heavy responsibilities. Maybe you're taking care of so many people, not just yourself. You've got the Empress, again, carrying the world, you see. You really care. You come off as a person who really cares. Your spirit guides are showing. The Knight of Wands. Can't help it. I'm hearing the song, Heal the World, Make It a Better Place. I tried to resist singing it because it was so obvious when I saw you carrying the world here, but it just was bombarding my head. I don't know why you have this world idea in your reading, but let's investigate the cards. 12th house here. This is your spiritual path. We've got the god Mercury here. There's something about this is something about your spirit guides communicating good news to you. All of this communication is not communication that you're necessarily going to do. This is urgent because your spirit guides want to give you some great news about something that was keeping you up all night. It consumes so much of your thoughts. It has to do with the 10th house. It has to do with your work, your career, your money, and your power. Which means that the world you're carrying here and the world that's crying, I don't want to put a load on you, but your spirit guides are saying you have a heavy load to carry, or you have a responsibility on you towards the world. I don't know why you're getting that. We'll find out. We'll find out in a moment. But you do have a responsibility. And if you begin with the Page of Wands, you're going to be very fortunate. It's almost like you're looking for fortune. Maybe you're looking for fortune everywhere. You're looking for success. And if you begin with the Page of Wands, listening to your heart, I know I'm saying heart, although it's the wands, because of the guitar. Pulling at the strings of your own heart is the expression I remember. So there's something about begin something exciting that speaks to your heart. Queen of Wands, you're going to shine so bright, and you're going to have, with communication here, like a community that will hear you or will join you depending on what you're going to do, and will free you, do you see, because there's somebody stuck here, will liberate you and take you far in life if you follow that, if you attune to what you desire with the Page of Wands. You're inspired to do something. You're probably thinking, I don't know what I'm inspired to do. I'm going to help you. What is pile number 1 inspired to do? Can we get clues, please? 6 of Wands, Jack in the Box. That's the picture there with the 6 of Wands, which is the card of success, you know. And the Hermit. There's something about you might call me crazy, but there's something about only you, with the Hermit, only you can succeed at this. Only you can bring that surprise element. Only you have that innate talent. And if you work on this thing in which you have this innate talent in, it will make you so happy. These are happy tears. It feels to me, with insomnia on one end of your reading and Knight of Wands on the other end of the reading, there's something about, I thought of so many things at the same time, I forgot my point. So I'll get it now. There's something, oh yes, that is the path of least resistance. Here you're experiencing so much resistance. And here it looks like it flows easily. So you're trying to achieve something in terms of your career and your money and your power, like a position or something with Mars and Leo, when really your guides are saying, listen to that exciting, inspired voice within you right now. And with the World card and the Wheel of Fortune, you can get there quickly and you will be very abundant. Obviously, it's very clear here. You would save the world and be very abundant. Yeah, and what is that you're inspired to do, if you're wondering? It's something that you are particularly good at. Like if someone asks you, hey, what are you good at? You would say, oh, I'm good at that thing. Like, I'm good at analyzing things quickly. I'm a good learner. I'm a good artist. My voice. I have a great voice. Or I'm a great actor or actress. Something like that. I'm a great advocate for things. I'm a great writer. There's something about, you might be thinking that the way you're doing things is the right way, but it has so much resistance in it. While if you just pick up what you're actually good at, you're going to be very fortunate and you're going to be very abundant. It is your path of least resistance. The mask has fallen here. The masks have fallen here, which means kind of like drop your ego, sometimes our ego protects us from what we're afraid of. So it convinces us to be things and do things just to protect us. So the dropping of the masks here makes me feel like it's talking about drop the fears that your ego is trying to protect you from and rather attune to your soul, what your soul desires with the 12th house. You know you're good at something and you can reach people wide and far out. So spread wide and far out, my dear pile number 1. Because you'll be able to connect with people from one end of the world to another. You see, with all of the roots here under the forest, you'll be able to connect to everyone around the world with what you're good at. And you will instantly tap into your energy of fortune. So how are you guided to do that exactly? My dear pile number 1, I feel you getting a message like that all of a sudden. It's like, oh, easier said than done. Oh, we're getting cards. Let's take them. You've got the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Magician. We're taking a look at how you can do that. How can pile number 1 do that, please? 10 of Cups. And the Two of Wands, taking a different path for sure. You see, you've got all these arrows saying Death Valley, Death Valley, yet this girl is moving towards it. It's even the end of the road and she's like, I'm going. And she's holding the world here. So I have this impression that you're so afraid to do that. To you, it's like, oh no, this would kill me. This would ruin everything in my life. This is like a Death Valley path. Ah, no, no, no. But really, this is where the world is taking you. This is where you'll be the happiest with the 10 of Cups. This is your real new beginning. This is where you will experience the magic, and with the Queen of Pentacles, the wealth. So let's go back to your guidance. Oh, this card just moved, so I'm going to take it. And let's take a look at your guidance. What are you guided to do? See here, Knight of Pentacles, we know what this is about. This is about not like rushing into it and obviously wreaking havoc in your life just to begin and entering this so-called Death Valley, which your ego is so afraid of. Egotism, yeah, your spirit guides are very focused on your ego trying to protect you from something. Your ego thinks that the world is limited, does not understand how everything is interconnected behind the scenes or on a deeper level. It doesn't understand so much. And your guides are saying, don't abandon your ego, obviously. It's trying to protect you, but at the same time, don't fully give in to it either. With the Knight of Pentacles, you want to make that shift on your path slowly. You want to take small steps every day towards it. And you will find with the Queen of Pentacles that you will be able to build that world easily, and you will be able to get a lot of abundance out of it. Things can look super intimidating from afar. If you look at this World card, you carrying this huge responsibility that your guides are saying, hey, tap into it. But you'll find that you'll be able to easily grasp it. Just be creative with the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Allow this energy to make you fly, to take you there. And take it step by step. No need to rush. You don't need to rush. But you will be thankful that you've actually started to take that path and be inspired one day. Because it's going to make you so fortunate. And with the World card and the Wheel of Fortune, like I showed you, it's absolutely showing that you will be able to get there quickly. Wheel of Fortune, you're going to be fortunate in the fact that not only, see, the World card came before the Empress. So you're going to be fortunate in the fact that you'll get there quickly and you'll be abundant. You'll be able to use your creativity and what you're so good at. And look at the heart here, what you really love. So don't hesitate anymore. And it's now time for you to step into that inspiration. How to do that? Step by step. Even if you're going to take tiny steps every day, take your time to imagine it, to be inspired, to feel it. No rush there. This is a new path. Your ego's already taking you somewhere else at the moment. And no need to rush for now. But you'll thank your past self, your now self, for making these wise steps today in your future. Because there will come a point where you will, with a split here, where one world will end and another world would be absolutely there for you to move towards. You see, with the Two of Wands, we're supposed to see two paths, right? It's the Two of Wands. But here we only see one. And so at some point, it looks like the path will end, that which your ego is protecting you from, only to find that you are already moving towards something anyways, so you're all good. And that's why it's so important to begin right now. The Magician shows here that you've got all of the tools and the resources that you need right now at this point of your life to make this happen. That's another important reason why you want to begin right now. So tune into your magic, tune to what you're good at, and be creative. Have fun with the 10 of Cups. Like, have absolute fun doing this, so much so that it becomes your free time. Enjoy it to the maximum. Look, 10 of Cups is being elated, being so happy. It's going to be, your guides are saying, your happiest energy. So it's not like extra work or anything, but it's going to be something that you will love to do. So start imagining and seeing the possibilities of a new world today. See what you can do. Don't carry it as a responsibility. Don't allow your ego to freak you out. But instead, look at it from the perspective of, well, since this is not the serious path yet, I have all of the freedom in the world to enjoy it just the way that I want. Use it as your pastime. Little by little, this amazing thing that you're tuning into is going to create a lot of abundance, and you will create a magical world. You see that? You will create a magical world, bit by bit, block by block, that you will love being part of. And that's how it's done, your guides are saying. No rush, no stress, no extra tasks. Just take it easy. If you were to, for example, sit on your couch and go, if I were to enjoy something that I'm really good at, how can I enjoy today in absolutely the way that I want to? No strings attached. And so your reading is more talking about, this is not yet something that you're supposed to be serious about, but you're meant to, this is the best time to tune in to your happiest mode, which is the abundant mode of creativity. Since I have all of the freedom to do it in the way that I want, how can I do it in a way that really excites me and makes me so happy? And look at the dichotomy of energy here that your guides are showing you. Although you're meant to have fun and nothing serious yet, you're also guided to absolutely make small incremental steps every day. So there's the discipline part. The only discipline part is that you're guided to do one thing about it every day, but no other limitations. That's not really a limitation. You know, so many times, how many times did we feel like we just want to sit around in our couch or at home and scroll and tell a friend or let down an event, or like say to your friend, hey, I wanted to go out today. I know we were supposed to go out in 2 hours, but I'm really not feeling it today. Can we reschedule it? Is that okay with you? And we cancel plans, right? And then when we go, we have so much fun that we would be thinking, my God, I can't believe I was going to cancel these fun things for myself. So it's kind of that same energy. That discipline is not really like the torturing type of discipline where we have to go against ourselves and do something we don't like to get the success we want in the future. This is more like, if you're just disciplined to do that one thing, you'll thank yourself for beginning it, because once you begin, you'll have so much fun that you're going to think, oh my God, I can't believe I wasn't going to begin this. And this is why soon you'll start getting so into that energy, so absorbed into that energy, you're not going to feel like you need any pushes or discipline really to begin. It's just, you're almost going to wait for it all day to continue the fun that you're doing. So initially, you want that discipline to allow your psyche to attune to the very energy that your soul knows, that your heart knows, so that you start rushing towards it and not running away from it. So yeah, this is basically saying, just have fun. Attune to that energy of excitement for now. Don't worry about it for now being, for wealth or for career or anything that your ego is currently worried about. But you will see that one day this direction is going to be the direction you thanked yourself for beginning for when things change. And it will be an easy, a seamless transition from one world to the next. You're like, oh, this one's finished. That's okay. I'm already doing great here. Ooh, everything's just working out perfectly. If you'd asked me with the compass here, I would have chosen to go there anyways. It was about time for me to absolutely absorb myself in the energy that I love. So what's that mysterious card that we have here? King of Swords, and it looks like a scarecrow. What you're afraid of, my dear pile number 1, that's making you stay up at night, is an illusion with a scarecrow. It's not real. And if you plan well, it's not real anyways, in any case. It's not real. Yes, of course, our paths have twists and turns all the time. Change is the name of the game in our world. It's the only constant. Yes. But don't worry, you'll be okay, kind of thing, your spirit guides are saying. Nonetheless, if you do strategize your time better now, and your tasks with the King of Swords, or the things that you, strategize and plan the things you want to do today for the sake of your future, you will thank yourself for that brilliant plan or that brilliant path and brilliant organization that you do today to have fun tomorrow. Because it will be the path of least resistance. You're always going to be okay. But imagine like not having this, for example, in between time where you're fretting and worried and you're just stepping from one old world to the next. Bam, is something that you would say on the phone. Hey, hello friend, how are you? Did you see what happened? This thing, my job, I don't know, they're moving to another office, or I won't be able to get there. They're this, they're that. So I said, yeah, it's okay. I don't want to indulge in all of that. It's okay that you guys, you go your way. Good luck. I'm going to do my thing. Goodbye. And today I'm going to be full-time doing my thing. Oh, really? Nice. That's great news. Yeah, I know. I thought it was great news too. So the transition is as easy as that. Something simple, something that's not scary, let's say. Something that's enjoyable, something you're thankful for. If you begin today. And this is why it's an urgent message from your spirit guides that they really wanted you to hear about from them. They really wanted to communicate that to you from the other world, to show you something that you may not be seeing. That transition of your world one day that you will really love. And that's the Mercury card, this transition, communication of that transition. And it also implies start communicating the voice of your soul, whatever this communication is, even if it's not like artistic or has to do with actual communication. If your expression is math, physics, whatever it is, start expressing yourself today. Your soul wants to express itself. Don't resist it. Resistance creates a lot of resistance in your outer world, and less resistance takes you where you want to go. So yeah, basically, don't be afraid. You're now sitting at the very point of your life where you can make the best plans. Use your inspiration. There's the guitar again. Use your voice. Use what you're good at. And the fairies of magic will appear in your world. They will be the ones allowing you to enjoy your life now, and they will be the ones to carry you to the very path you are one day super afraid of. This world that you're creating will be the world that just takes you there one day where you're afraid to go. Happily. And CEO, don't forget, at the end of the day, this is talking about how you will one day have this great grasp over, like, for example, a great business, a great new world that is very abundant. Maybe this is the pile that will become millionaires one day. Like, you'll have great wealth one day. Just take small steps today. Listen to your guides and what they want to show you. They're showing you something from the far end that you may not be able to see at the moment. And they're just saying, trust your vision, trust your heart, trust what you enjoy to do. It's the path of least resistance. And yeah, this is exactly what I see in your message, my dear pile number 1. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Excuse me. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at an urgent message from your spirit guides. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Pisces, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and take a look at your oracle cards first. So you've got Earth with the keyword lessons. The other keywords are reorientation, awareness, 3D experience, schooling, duality, human condition, reality, practicality, physical body, nature, stability, and mission, of course. And you've got creation. It's crazy. I think your message could be super close to pile number 1, but not sure yet. So yeah, you've got creation. You've got Venus in Aquarius with detachment. And you've got rock. Right, very interesting. What does the rock card say? They are in balance. Is that what the card is trying to say? Rock, sturdy and strong. Rocks are the foundation upon which all life is built. Rocks are steadfast manifestations of grounded stability within the ever-changing earth. Interesting. So they're the stability of the ever-changing earth, within the ever-changing earth. So the rocks themselves are constantly being subjected to the forces of nature, but on a time scale much greater than human time. When we dig through all of the layers of soil, bedrock is revealed. The bedrock represents the foundation that our belief systems are built upon. How we view the world is often shaped by others, such as our peers and home environments, before we have a choice one way or another. Which parts of that foundation feel grounding for you? Which might be in need of a shift? Very interesting, especially that it's in conjunction to the card detachment. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards and get a complete picture of your urgent message from your spirit guides. You've got the 7 of Swords. They want you to escape something, maybe. 6 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. The Star card. Six of Pentacles. And you've got the Emperor. Yeah, we do have space for one more card, actually. And the Knight of Swords. What's your message? There's something about you're so stubborn about something. You want to detach from that stubbornness so that you allow energy to flow. You allow yourself to create in the way that brings about magic and brings about the joys you're meant to have on your journey on Earth. And you can even see it here, something about escaping that strong ideology and moving out of that energy slowly will allow you to amass so much of the things that you want and achieve your dreams generously. It will also give you power, and it will stop being the very thing that's standing in your way to you achieving what you want. So what is that stubborn thing that your guides are asking you to detach from for your own greater good? Reorientation. I'm not sure. Let's find out. What is that stubborn thing? King of Wands. Queen of Swords. Something that has to do with power. What? Ace of Cups. Get out of here. An Ace of Pentacles. Two aces and two court cards. What stubborn energy? King of Wands, Queen of Swords. It's something that you have, it's something that gives you so much power. Something that gives you so much power. Maybe with this particular Queen of Swords makes you feel like you know better than others. You're in that energy of, I know better. That is the right thing. Of course, I'm relying on that. This is my ground. This is what gives me power. But it's, look at where these are looking. It's making you miss great opportunities and beginnings that you're actually looking for, your heart's looking for, with the Ace of Cups. So that type of stubborn energy of wanting something so much because it gives you that power is preventing you from learning a great lesson that you came here to learn. It's blocking you from your power of creation and manifestation. And it's preventing you completely from seeing how you can be abundant, how there are opportunities that you can catch, and how you can enjoy something in your life that you're looking for, because there's a lot of coldness here in the Queen of Swords. So it's a power, all I can say, it's a power that you're so sure about with the Queen of Swords. Then you're enjoying the power that it gives you. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here when it comes to what they want you to detach from. But if something is giving you so much power, yeah, it is preventing you from other important things. Look, the Emperor is the power. These are just minor arcana, right? This is a major arcana, the Emperor. So it's not like your guides are saying you're going to lose power. It's a limiting belief. It's tricky with the Seven of Swords. You think it's giving you power, but really the real power is in your ability to be flexible and to see what can give you bigger power that you can actually more or less rely on. Currently, the stubborn energy is blocking your capability of creation, yeah, letting your soul create. You know, you might want to check pile number 1. It will definitely give you like more details, or a different perspective that I'm not seeing, because there's some form of connecting energy, and I would say if you're drawn to it, I highly recommend it. But they want you to detach. Okay, so how are you supposed to detach from something that gives you so much power like that? Let's see. You're holding on with the Four of Pentacles so much onto something, feeling like it's the end of the world, feeling like, oh no, I can't let go of these valuable things. No way. You're holding on to it like dear life. When really, you're not there with the Star card. You're side-eyeing here. You're like, that's really what I actually want. And over there, you're given generously with the Six of Pentacles, and you have the real power, and you're moving with no resistance. You're moving directly towards where you want to go or what you want to do. You're able to take the actions that you want to take and move in the direction freely with the Knight of Swords that you want to go towards. So there's a lot of freedom, a lot of actual power and generosity of the energy you're looking for, you're trying to keep and hold on to, and it is your real dream. So how are you supposed to detach? Apologies, I'm back. I just had to really look at your cards here, and I think I found it. It has to do, your guidance is, you have 2 options here. Your guides are providing you with 2 options. Either you escape that detachment and not follow your guidance, which in that case, you would be writing your fate, and it looks like it would take you down a path where it would show you a lot of lessons. And I say that, not that lessons are ever bad, but I think here your guides are saying you can learn that lesson now, and you don't have to go through that rough lesson trying to learn how you may not want to use that sort of power, which gives you something valuable in the moment, but steals from you, takes from you what you could really get generously, and real power, as opposed to power in the moment. It will allow things to flow. So you can choose to not do anything about it and continue to escape that, and escape doing the right thing for yourself and following that stubborn idea. Or with the Six of Swords, you're guided to slowly detach, because it's literally detachment here is what I'm noticing after looking at your cards. Your guidance is literal detach, like don't follow it. Don't follow that idea. Obviously, it's not easy with the Six of Swords here, showing that you're guided to move away from this old idea slowly but surely. So I'm just curious, what is that? Like, I know we said it's something that used to give you power. I shuffled the cards, I put it back in the deck so that we have everything ready. And I want to ask, what is this thing that gives you power? Thank you. Six of Cups. There we go. Six of Cups, remembering the past, romanticizing the past. Ten of Wands, romanticizing the past makes it very heavy for you. Wheel of Fortune, it's like a cycle that you continue to go through over and over. Well, if that's the case, how does it give you power then? And how does that give pile number 2 power? Four of Cups. By avoiding to do what needs to get done. It makes you feel empowered because you don't have to do the tough thing, and it gives you momentarily what you want. So I'll give you an example, but it has nothing to do with the mind, but it's the quickest way I can translate that energy. Like, let's say, for example, no, you know what? I actually have an example. It has to do with action, but it's still with the mind. So that's another example that is closer. So if I look at these cards, I would say someone is in a perpetual cycle of avoiding what they need to do and continually go back to their old things that they enjoy, that they love so much. So let's say it's homework, and they're like, I don't want, every time it's their homework, they feel powerful. They don't, let's say they have to study a lot, they don't understand their homework, and so not studying and going back to the games that they play makes them feel so powerful. And it doesn't make sense to that child. Like with the Queen of Swords that we saw, it just doesn't make sense to go and do something that they absolutely don't enjoy versus something that they really enjoy. It just doesn't make sense, no matter how much the parents try to make sense out of it. It just doesn't make sense to the little girl here. And so she always goes back to enjoying what she loves, but then it feels so heavy because she knows she's gonna have to discuss not doing her homework with her teacher the next day. She knows the kind of difficulties it will add to her life. And so she goes through that perpetual cycle of going through the same thing because she's avoiding something. But that's just an example, of course. When it comes to you, it is... something that gives you power. Actually, it could be very close actually to what I'm saying. It's something that gives you power. It just makes absolute sense to follow it. But it's going to start getting tricky with the Seven of Swords. Your guides are showing you that if it had worked out for you in the past, this power, by time, this... other energy, this negative energy, let's call it negative energy, that is accumulating. In that case, in that example, it's the energy of not getting their studies done, you know? It's now going to start causing real trouble with the lessons here. And so, like another example, how about someone who used to always eat junk food and eat everything that they want, nothing would happen to them, at least they think everything is great, they have great health, and so they've gotten so used to doing whatever they wanted, but at some point the body starts refusing that. It's not as strong as it once used to be, and so now it starts retaliating, so to speak, a little bit. And so with all of these examples, I'm just trying to say that your guides are saying that fundamental way that you've been thinking about something and trying to get power from something perhaps worked out for you in the past. Like here, for example, the girl her parents could have like told her, spoken to her and told her, that's not going to work. How about we, try again tomorrow? So she gets away with it. They speak to the teacher and they tell her, we're really trying. So she got away with it for so long. At some point, it's going to be like a big thing. It's going to be like maybe she's going to find that she has to go to special ed, for example. Or there's special things that maybe she's not like passing the grade, this, that, or the other, like serious consequences start to happen. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing now. Your guides are saying you're holding on to something. It's tricky. If it convinced you that it was working out for you and you felt really good in the moment with it, it was your comfort, it's not going to be like that for long. And not to mention that this foundational, let's say, coping mechanism, foundational way of thinking, that you, like a way that you think about things, a habit, any of that, the thoughts that you follow, all of that was always preventing your huge manifestation energy from happening. And it was preventing you, remember the 2 aces? It was preventing you from getting all of the amazing things that you've always wanted. If you're wondering, why is this opportunity never coming, or is this beginning that I really want, why aren't these happening? It seems like the other energy has been hindering your natural attraction from getting these things, the star. So obviously, since it's so foundational, your guides see that it's not so easy to just go, whoop, I detach from that. They're guiding you to do it easily every day, to like start moving towards that energy every day. Yeah. So how are you guided to do that with the 6 of Swords? Let's find out together. I'll shuffle your deck and I'll be back. Okay. So what is their guidance for you when it comes to you moving out of this slowly? 8 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. You're going to have so much luck if you focus on it. Okay, I'll show you what I'm seeing here with the 8 of Pentacles in a moment. You've got the Death card. Strength. And the 2 of Swords. Look, doesn't it look like these carnivorous plants? The Venus flytrap. How are you guided to... Obviously, there's a lot of resistance here. It requires a lot of strength for sure. Now, okay, I get it. Initially, because death is a transformation process, you know, when we think about death, we say, is death and birth the same thing? And so here, I'm seeing a process going on with the Death card. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that initially, this energy will be rough and tough. And that's what usually leads to you ending this trial and giving up. But what your guides are showing, what you're not seeing with the 2 of Swords, is that that's just the beginning phase. Just the beginning phase. It's the same person that goes to the gym for the first time. They pick up the weights and they go, forget about it. I can't do this, no matter how much anyone tells them. That's everybody's experience. That's not for me. Forget, you want me to do these how many times? How many sets? Forget about it. But if this person tries out one more time, two more times, three more times. By that third time or fourth time, they might start to notice there's a little bit of change. Maybe they're not there yet, obviously, in any way, shape, or form, literally, but they start to feel like, I think I'm actually like, the first time I carried this, I could only like pull it towards me once or push it once. I'm kind of feeling like I can actually do these 3-4 times. I am getting better. So it's just the beginning, like the first time, the first 2-3 times kind of thing. And that's the critical time where you would either end it and go, oh, I give up, or with the death card, you are able to transmute this energy to your favor and transform as a person. Most people don't see with the Two of Swords that this initial push is not what's going to determine how this will always go. It's just the first time, first few times, and then it becomes, and then you transform as a person. That's what you don't see. Initially, you're like, oh, this is scary. This is like eating me up. Only to start realizing, hey, I'm building resistance towards this. But it just requires you to, let's say, jump into the fire the first few times. Your guides are like, you gotta jump into the fire the first few times, and then you'll be able to build resistance. You'll be able to use that energy to transmute into what you actually want to become, or into getting what you really want from life. And so this is the difference between the masters on one hand with the Eight of Pentacles and the people who don't see with the Two of Swords, because they can become masters too. That's why they're described as those who can't see. Because the masters, they've had the boldness to try at it again and again. And that's why they're masters. Through the trial and error, they were able to understand this energy better, and they were able to do it better. They have more feedback about this process than anyone does. And so this is why they have much more information than anyone else has, because they've gone through this process. And so your guides are in this case telling you, don't avoid it, which we saw in the Four of Cups. Don't avoid it. It's only initially painful. It's like math. If you try to solve it and you don't understand it the first time, you might get frustrated and you might hate it. But if you understand it, it will turn out to be your most favorite subject, in one of your most favorite subjects in class. Because it's when you understand it, you more likely do it even sometimes without thinking anymore. You just know, oh, this goes this way, this goes that way, I do this, I do that. And it starts becoming super enjoyable. So you turn something that is aggressive, that feels super annoying, super bad, super powerful to endure in the beginning, through this process of transmutation into something that you absolutely enjoy doing. It's everything. Try any hobby out. Try anything out for the first time. If you don't endure the beginning, you will hate it always. And this beginning is a process. First, it's impossible. Then it's annoying, super annoying. Then it's annoying. Then there's this long phase of it being, I just want to get there. It's not like enjoyable yet at all. Is this long phase going to be like that? It's not bad, but it's also annoying. And then, boop, I really love this. I really love this. I feel great. It just clicks. It just clicks. Think about anything, even learning a new language. It's all the same. And if you want something, you gotta detach from your old ways, old thoughts, old foundational ideas that you can't do it. This is all bull. And you can absolutely do it. You can absolutely do it, is what your guides are saying. And if you didn't do it before, like, here's the thing, I know you don't want to hear this, but if you gotten away with it before, you're not gonna go get away from with it now. It's not gonna work anymore. There's far too much energy now of of imbalance that has been created, and it's not going to create things that you will like. There will be great consequences that you won't like. This is not to scare you. This is only to just let you know. And there's a very easy way in which you can tap into this opposite energy. They want to bring to your awareness that you don't have to like get up. They're fully aware. It's not easy to just get up and change in a day. As long as you're trying, that's what counts, even if a little bit. And so, in fact, a little bit is actually the guidance. They're not saying throw yourself completely into the fire. They're like, get close to the fire, warm up. Don't ever do what I'm saying. This is just an analogy. I'm sure I don't have to say that. But yeah, go over the fire a little bit, create that tolerance. Analogy again. Create that tolerance until this will never happen, what I'm about to say, but until you can stand in the fire and not get burned. But that's why they're called, metaphorically speaking. So yeah, that's what I see here. Like, go through it slowly. Don't stress yourself. Don't hate it, but take little steps every day. Every step you take consistently every day counts. First, in your mindset, about changing your mindset from the fact that you think you can't do it to you understanding that you can. And second of all, you building that tolerance to the very thing you've been avoiding until it starts becoming tolerable. Maybe it's something that you don't necessarily enjoy yet. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And then clicks up at a point, until a point where it clicks, is what I'm trying to say, and you become a master at it. You start absolutely enjoying it. It's a process, and you're guided to go through it. It is where your real strength lies. It's where the magic lies. It's where your dreams come true, and life gives you generously. And it begins by the very first day you take that initial step. Stick to it. Little things every day, like prolong it instead of compressing and trying to get results very quickly. Take your time, no rush. As long as you're taking action towards it, it's what matters. Your magic energy starts creating, and take steps towards it every day, even if a little bit. You will build that tolerance, as I see in your cards. And yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading as your urgent message from your spirit guides about what they want to put your attention towards, want you to understand what's going on, and their guidance towards it. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at an urgent message from your spirit guides. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as always, you'll find that I list them below for you guys in the description box. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue Apatite. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Cancer, Aries, as well as Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it, and we'll take a look at your oracle cards first to see what this urgent message is. So you've got Chiron with the keyword healing. The other keywords are insecurity, wounds, vulnerabilities, deep-seated pain, teaching, powers, spiritual strength, difficulties, guilt, transmuting, and healing others. Chiron. I was listening to a really interesting podcast on the channel of Mayim. Her name is Mayim Bialek, who had a scientist on, not a conventional scientist, but they were talking about how people who are on the neurodivergent spectrum, the people who go through trauma and the difficulties, they develop powers. There's the keyword that reminded me of that. Powers. They develop special powers like telepathy and all of these things. So I just got reminded of it because I found it a very interesting episode. If you want to watch it, let me tell you the name of the episode. It's called Real or a Hoax? The Secrets Behind the Telepathy Tapes. So that's the name of the episode that I was watching. Very interesting. The reason I'm bringing it up because it definitely reminds me of what I was just listening to yesterday. What a coincidence, right? So yeah, anyways, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got insects. You've got Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. Sun in Taurus with acquisition. Interesting. And you've got predation. And you know, with predation, it is what it is. Life has its light and it has its dark. And, you know, just like it gives us all these beautiful things that we love, we also watch predation happens, right? You've got, I don't know why you're getting, you've got ocean, the water, and what lies beneath. Right. I'm sure we'll find out as we take a look at all of your tarot cards, but I have a strong feeling your pile is going to be super interesting. I hope it turns out to be a paranormal reading. That will be so cool, but I'm going to see what comes up and we'll follow exactly that. So you've got the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords, the two forces. Doesn't it feel like the two forces, the light and the dark, the two forces of life? And you've got the King of Cups, Temperance, again, balancing between the two forces. There's a cleansing happening here. And, whoa, look at that. You've got the King of Pentacles. Right, so acquisition, Sun and Taurus. Resourcefulness. Actually, the reading is taking us a little bit in a different direction than what I felt. I wish it was going in the other direction. But what am I seeing here? I'm seeing your guides are saying the difficult things that you've gone through before. And you've gone through pretty tough things. Perhaps even when you were still at the womb. Can you believe this? From early age, maybe even from when you were at the womb. You've gone through difficulties. And it's like you've gone through a lot of enough life, different sort of lives in one lifetime, that you've developed strong powers that would protect you from anything and would give you these magical powers. And I'll tell you why this is urgent in a moment, but I'll get there. But I just want to finish that point here. It looks like the difficulties you've had starting from the womb, and then going through another life of coming out of the womb and perhaps difficulties from then on, it gave you access to so many powers. You're able to see so many things that others can't see. What lies beneath the ocean is another world, right? They say we only know 1% of what's down there. So there's something about you gaining access to a lot of sort of maybe emotional intelligence or psychic powers, because the King of Cups, definitely strong emotional intelligence is something I'm picking up. Strong emotional intelligence, yeah. But strong emotional intelligence, you see the X-ray in the back here, allows you to see many things, what lies beneath many things that other people do not have the capability of seeing. Perhaps that's your power. At least one of your power, being able to have a great and a deeper understanding about what lies beneath things, the Two of Swords, the unseen, and that's one of two big powers that you have developed. Why are you hearing about this and why is it urgent? Good question. You're stepping right now into your second power. 9 of Wands, power, confidence, strength. So you're stepping at the moment into your second power. Perhaps it was a sort of power that needed some form of nurture and care. Look, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, mother and father. You needed some form of nurturing, masculine energy, feminine energy type of nurture. And it looks like these days you've integrated these masculine and feminine energies, type of care and love, maybe towards your inner child or something that you're currently doing to take good care of yourself. And that is unleashing a second power that you've always had, but you didn't know that you had. We'll explore what that second power is. Most importantly, I'm trying to figure out why it's urgent. I feel like I'm missing something here. Why is it urgent? We'll find out. I don't know how that's a power, but not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of feeling like it's your capability to hunt money specifically, or at least resources with a resourcefulness, because look at that. You will have the power of acquiring resources. Second house is the house of money, Taurus energy, right? Your capability of manifesting, acquiring resources, money, luxury. Is that even a power? Let me Google this. Well, if we look at it from this perspective, as all creation is said to be a manifestation of spirit, so too can it be said that money is manifestation of energy. And since it's an energy, I would say specifically with acquisition, it is your capability of acquiring the resources needed to get what you need. I would put it this way exactly. In our day and age, we've invented money, or for thousands of years, we've invented money to exchange goods and services, right? So for now, money seems to represent that energy of your capability of acquiring the resources that you need in life. Exactly that will be your second power. You're stepping into that powerfully right now, into that energy of having that capability right now. And it's a deep spiritual power. I think you're getting attuning and getting in touch with this ever-flowing, abundant energy as you are healing these days with the Temperance card. You're doing a healing ritual that is quickly aligning you and tapping you into that energy. And that's amazing. Now the question is, why is it urgent for you to hear that now? Only card I am not able to really understand is the insects. Insects are like these exactly creepy crawlies that come in large numbers. They too, just like the ocean and what lies beneath, they live underground, most of them. And they have these huge colonies and huge lives that we know nothing about. And when we do get to find out about it in a documentary, for example, if we are lucky to see one, we stand in awe. So I would say your urgent message in that case, fire ants. As you're going through the healing these days, you might notice a large number of things that would otherwise irritate you, make you feel creepy, like, or you like a feeling there or something that you don't usually enjoy. Imagine these colonies all of a sudden, they all come out of the earth at the same time. Wouldn't we all like be super shocked? So there's something about you going through a super type of healing these days, a cleansing. And you will be experiencing all of what would otherwise be little annoying emotion here or there, different ones in large amounts. And you might feel, what's the word? Gibbery? You might feel gibbery. You might feel, oh, like this, or you might feel crawly, or you might feel annoyed, you might feel bad, right? And it's urgent because they want you to know that this is like your spiritual strength coming up. It's one of those rebirth moments as you are coming out of one world and experiencing another through your power. And so when you experience these deep-seated pain coming out, you feel gibberish, you feel like this, or you feel like scared even. And all these different confusing emotions coming up at the same time. If you're feeling shocked, hey, what's going on? Spiritually, I'm not saying physically, you should always contact a medical doctor or an expert. This is just a tarot reading, of course. But on a spiritual level, you know how when we say as above, so below, on a spiritual level, this is your time of deep cleansing. The energies of the past are being thrown to the shore. And you're going through this cleansing process. It's a very tough one, I might add. 9 of Wands, this waterfall in the Temperance. It's a mighty one. But through this, you will be healing your emotions, the masculine and the feminine. Yeah. Perhaps your father wounds as well as mother wounds. Or just in general, the masculine and the feminine. And when these two powers unite, as well as the feminine, the healing of the feminine and masculine energy, the type of power that you're about to step into is going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. The amount of wealth you are going to amass is going to be crazy. I really feel with this type of power that money comes to you easily. While we all have to work for our resources, and of course you will be too. It's just that, you know how some people, we're all at different spiritual journeys, right? Different energy blocks, different this, different that, and you'd have some people who work hard and they would get great results, and you'd have people who work hard but aren't getting results yet, right? So we're all at different levels spiritually. Yes, of course, we all have to do the same things that we need to do to make energy work. This spiritual practice, because making money and working is a spiritual practice. You give something from your heart out into the world, it gives you back, and so on. All I'm trying to say is that the efforts now that you're going to be putting in, perhaps you see there's a low here. I could have been right about that. Maybe there was, you weren't getting much, perhaps. That's changing now. There's strong manifestation energy when it comes your capability of acquiring the resources. And think about it this way, not just money, right? Well, while money is an important part of it, because in our day and age, it allows us to acquire many things, right? But it's not just that. Whatever it is that you need to acquire an important resource, you will have that. Perhaps you will acquire wonderful friends on your path that will help connect you to the right resources. Maybe you will be able to attract other types of resources that you need. Healing resources, fun resources, you name it. Whatever it is that you need, you will be able to acquire. And so your urgent message here is to endure as you go through this cleansing cycle, to enjoy, maybe I said this right, how can you enjoy these creepy emotions? I don't know. If it resonates with you, then it makes sense. But I will follow the cards and see. Let's allow the cards to explain whether this came out right or not. What are you supposed to do in not standing in the way of allowing these creepy emotions, let's call them that for the sake of the reading, to be released? So you've got the Moon card. Yeah, we're taking a look at what you're meant to do. Moon card. Eight of Swords. It's not going to feel pleasant a lot of the times, and you might feel stuck a lot of the times feeling them. But it's like, just like the bats here in the dark, it's like these dark energies being released from your body, your mind, actually, the moon. Body, mind, yeah, from your mind. Deep, where they were stored in deep areas, in the mind, they're being released. So that's actually a good thing. And you can see with the Five of Cups, eventually the sun's coming out and you're going to be glowing just like sunflowers. And one more card to explain what you're meant to do. And the sun rises with the Ace of Wands. How fitting that they're right next to each other. Right, so basically, if I look at these four cards, Eight of Swords, Moon, you don't know what's going on, you feeling stuck. It's just sitting with it, really. It's not going to feel pleasant. If we look at the rain, the girl is tempted to just go inside and have a shower, get herself warm. But it's kind of like wait it out. Allow for this cleansing process to happen. Sit with it is exactly what I'm saying. Don't move. Don't try to cope with it. Just sit with it, because from the night to the day, eventually, every last one of them will be released from your mind, from your body, and the sun will come out again. But this time, when the sun comes out, you're going to feel positive, you're going to feel good, you're going to feel alive, you're going to feel like you're shining, you're happy. And the Five of Cups is a card of sadness, really. It's a card of losing things. So be able to heal from the losses of the past, the sadness of the past, and you'll be able to pick your flower up, yourself up, and bloom brightly again. And you feel like you have a love for life, and it is that love for life after experiencing the darkness is perhaps, with the Ace of Wands, is what's activating this power. You've already had it, but it's like it's plugged in. it found its way into you, and you will be able to use it to your favor. And you know, just like predation, it's an energy that you may not like, but it's necessary in this cycle of life: birth, rebirth, transcendence. You are going through a powerful spiritual journey, practice at the moment. Something huge spiritually is happening, and it's going to happen anyways. So the fastest way to go through it is with the Eight of Swords. Sit with it. Don't try to move or escape it or do something. Just stay almost stuck with it. It's the fastest way you can release it. If you try to cope with it, if you try to run away from it, you're not running away entirely from your power or from this psychic release. You're just prolonging the process, is kind of what I'm seeing here. And this is like the ocean. There's so much what lies beneath in your mind and your body, what's stored maybe in your body due to the past experiences is a lot. And you want to sit through it, because it's lucky that you're going through this cleansing. It's lucky that you get to release all of that. And I'm really wondering what activated all of this. May I ask? What activated all of this for pile number 3? 6 of Cups, time. And you know, the 6 of Cups is sometimes associated with the soul as well. So it's about time or something. Your soul, that's the time your soul's going through this maybe. Let's see. 8 of Cups, chance. What? Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, it's your time to be lucky. You know, with the hourglass, it shifts. We have to wait until it goes to the other side, and then we shift it, and then we wait for everything, the sand, to move to the other vessel. I don't know, it's like you're going through a cycle where you're just meant to experience the other energy, and there's a shake-up happening as you go flip. There's a shake-up happening. I think it's just your time to be lucky in that way, lucky and wealthy, and to have access to that energy. There's something spiritual, something pertaining to your soul that I'm not really sure about. Yeah, you're going through a transformation. Hold up, okay. You are, in fact, going through a spiritual transformation. You are changing as a person. If I'm seeing the chrysalis here, or the cocoon time, correctly, this doesn't look to me like it just happened because it's time and there is a shake-up. I'm very sorry about that. It doesn't look like that. It actually does look to me like you worked hard to get to this point, because this is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles isn't just lucky. The Queen of Pentacles worked very hard to get where she is today and enjoy the life that she has. So I'm very sorry about that. That's not true. It looks like you were very focused internally on your internal clock, your well-being. And you're ready to leave this cocoon soon. And because you are, all of these emotions are being released. Very soon you're going to be free and a very lucky person. Remember this reading. You're going to be a very lucky person, and you will be able to acquire every type of resource that you want and need in your life. You're the one who moved towards this path. Okay, so yeah, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to sit with that energy until the sun rises. And you know, from night till day, if you want it like the fastest way, if you can do that, if you can pull that off, you would just sit with it from the evening without falling asleep to the morning. Obviously, you don't have to do that at all. But this is just trying to show you, more or less give you a time perspective. Like if you want to imagine like how long, if you really want to like get it over with, you can sit with it from one evening all up until the sunrise. You're just sitting with it. You can do that if you want. But otherwise, the more you sit with it, as long as you can, just know that you are releasing it. You're allowing it to be released. Don't stand in your own way. Don't try to cope or find other things that would make you feel good in the moment, or run or talk to someone. You just want to sit. They are very uncomfortable, but they must be released. Okay, I really want to help you out with this. I want to ask, what is the easiest way you can, what's your guidance, the easiest way you can go through this sitting with it, if that's possible? 5 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and there's a shadow here. That's interesting. And the Strength card. Huh. 5 of Wands is powerful energy. It's like that sort of energy you feel when someone is competing with you, or someone's going against you and you have to fight for something. So it's not easy. It's like right now, it's your shadow integrating with you. And a powerful shadow trying to integrate with you, heal. So the fastest way you can go through this is not to run away from this shadow as you always have, because he or she comes with its baggage, right? It's not comfortable, but it is what you have gone through. And so the best way is to harbor that shadow that's alone and nobody is there for them. And if it requires you to harbor it, even though it's painful, to look at it from that perspective, to have empathy for it, then you will be going through this the fastest and the most smoothest way, because that's the reality or the truth of it all at the end of the day. It's that monster that nobody wants to look at, and if you pay attention to it and say, I'm gonna sit there for you because it's your time to, let's say, shine, it's your time to be taken care of, then I'm gonna sit there and give you your time to be taken care of. And I guess adopting that mindset or that vision of what's actually going on will allow this powerful energy to come out, let's say, in its smoothest, most possible smoothest way. And just like the windmill, it will be able to go automatically and easily do what it needs to do. At the end of the day, it's working in your favor. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck with what you're going through. You're going to have a power like no other, I would say. Enjoy it and go. And also the most important part is you being lucky to release all of that out of your psyche, out of your system. That is the biggest blessing. I wish you the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 3, sending you so much love. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!